This is a tutorial on how to make a non-surgical grade face mask. So first you will want 4 strips of fabric that are 2 inches wide and at least 15 inches long. These are about 17. Then you want a colored piece of fabric that is 6 inches by 9 inches, and then a white piece of fabric that is also 6 inches by 9 inches. The first step is you'll want to create strips out of these that will be used to tie the mask together. You'll be making it like binding tape, so you will fold in each side and then fold those together and sew like that until they're all sewn together. And to make it easier, we're just doing a running stitch by just pulling that instead of disconnecting and cutting each piece. And you don't need to backstitch on any of these. Another helpful tip is, as the fabric is going through, hold your finger down here and it will press the fabric as you go. So then we will just cut each piece and trim the extras. Doesn't need to be perfect, just to get rid of the really long pieces. Throw that away. Next step is you want to get your colored piece and face it right side up. Then you'll grab your strips and about the top of your finger, ½ inch down, you'll place the first piece. I like to pin because it holds it in place for me since I'm still a beginner sewer. And then I just put my pieces up. And then do the same thing for the bottom, about the same distance. So this is what the piece will look like with all 4 pieces pinned in. Next, we will put our white piece right on top. And then we are going to sew from here to here and around the edges to create a pocket for the straps to come out of. Again, just to help myself, I like placing a pin just to keep it together so it doesn't shift around too much while I'm sewing. So, we will put this up here. I'm going to move my strap out of the way so I don't sew over it. And put my needle down. And here you will want to backstitch right at the beginning. Go just to the edge, and then we'll take that first pin out to sew that strap in. And then the same with the second strap. And just to the edge again, turn it. Make sure everything's straight, and then go all the way across. Take that pin out. And then we'll sew across the top, making sure that strap is out of the way until about here. And then backstitch. Now, it will look like this once it's done, with all the straps hanging out of one side. Then we're going to go and just trim a little bit off of each of the edges because it'll make it fold easier. Alright, get those out of the way. And our next step is to fold it inside out. So you just poke through the hole and bring all 4 straps to the correct side. I like to rub the edges to get the corners fully poked out. And then you'll just want to lay it down and do a quick finger press. All you have to do is just go back and forth a few times on the edges. That helps the seam lay down straight. And then we're going to want to close this open edge. So we will fold it together and create a hem. those extra pieces of thread off. So, now it is closed at the top. Our next step is to create the pleats for the face mask to sit correctly once it's on. I like to turn mine upside down, that way this seam goes to the bottom. So you're going to want to pinch together and fold downward and just do another finger press, that way it leaves an indent so you know where you left your mark. And then you'll place your pins. Again, pinning it just helps me stay together since I'm a beginner. And then you can do 2 or 3 pleats, whatever is easier for you. I usually just do 2. And you don't want them to be too big, otherwise it's going to take up too much space in the fabric. So, this is what it looks like. And then you will sew from here to here, and then from here to here. And I like to do a double stitch here, or a back stitch also, that way it stays in place. And then we'll want to trim those also. And this is the completed product. It has your 4 straps and pleats in the center. This is the completed product. Has the tie behind the head and behind the neck, and goes from my nose to my chin, making a tight seal.